And hi again, everyone, with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. Mike Breen on hand. We'll check in with Doris Burke in just a moment. If you look at what the Lakers wanted to do to start this Game 5, pretty much according to plan, Mark.
Well, absolutely. We talked about going in. Who was going to step up and take the pressure off of Kobe Bryant? Other guys had to play better, and certainly they did. Derek Fisher from the jump. Aggressive shooting jump shots, not just settling the drive by. How about Lamar Odom on the glass, also finishing underneath in the paint and making plays. And then young fella, Andrew Bynum on the block, time and time again, high percentage plays. You talk about those three guys, spectacular first half, and now they put Bryant in position to be the closer that he is.
Phil Jackson told his team, go get the ball. That was the theme for the Game 5. They did that. Meanwhile, Denver, impressive. You knew the Lakers were going to come out strong. Nuggets came out pretty strong as well.
They did. Chauncey Billups got him off to a good start, and then Carmelo Anthony isolation play hurt the Lakers. Because he's such an impactful scorer, the Lakers are overloading their defense, bringing an extra big guy, but they have to step over to protect the lane. No protection, easy dunk by Kenyon Martin. And then, because of Carmelo Anthony's passing ability, they're late to help on his drive. Right now, 14 points, 4 assists, 7 free throw attempts. Good half by Anthony.
And again, the Nuggets, after that domination on the boards in Game 4, plus 18. It was a plus 4 for Denver in the first half. Lakers actually had more offensive rebounds than the Nuggets did. As we check in with Doris Burke.
Mike, George Karl said his message in that locker room to his guys was play smarter. He said, we played very hard, but our rebounding, our fouling, the easy baskets we gave up to the Lakers really hurt us. He said at the 5-minute mark of that half, it became an offensive game. It wasn't to our advantage. He said, we have got to rebound and defend if we're going to win. Mike?
Well, they are a very confident team right now. They were confident coming into the series. And after the way they played here at the Staples Center in the first 2 games, thought they played better in Game 1, yet they lost. Did win Game 2. Had a chance to win Game 3, so then they come out and dominate Game 4. They have been very impressive, picking up fans in terms of how good they play along the way.
Yeah, and sometimes I think we all fall prey to this. We talk about what the Lakers aren't doing versus what the Nuggets are doing to make it difficult on the Lakers. They're better than everyone thinks they are. This is a very good Nugget basketball team.
Carmelo Anthony trying to get inside, and a turnover. He turned it over 6 total times in Game 4. Already have 10 here in Game 5. Gasol couldn't hold on. Billups had 9 points in the first 9 minutes, then picked up a bunch of fouls, sat down for a while, wound up picking up his third. Anthony, that's a 3, knocks it down.
That's a good look by Carmelo Anthony. Bad defense there. By design, basically. Trevor Ariza going underneath the screen and roll. You got to keep a body on.
Alley-oop! Oh, what a play from Kobe Bryant. The long alley-oop pass.
And that's the second time in this series they've gotten that dunk off that little back screen play. It shouldn't happen. There's got to be basket protection by the screener.
That's a perfect pass, too. As Martin nearly falls down, he does. Still gets it off to Anthony. Drives, gets it back to Martin. Quick jump shot. Misfires, tipped a couple of times. Dante Jones comes back up with it. And an easy 2. Both teams battling on that possession. Ariza left open. Anthony gets up on him. And Nene tracks it down. Nene, 8 more rebounds so far tonight. And check there from Fisher. And Derek Fisher, his second.
Well, Ariza, good screen. Carmelo Anthony has got to give help and or switch. Good pass by Fisher. Late reaction by Nene across the lane. And wow, that's a great catch and finish.
I said great pass, and it was certainly, but Kobe Bryant made it as Anthony misfires. Gasol the rebound, and a loose ball foul called against Dante Jones. First on Jones. Fisher will walk it across the timeline. Derek Fisher, 10 points in that first half. Highest he's had in the entire playoffs is 13, so without question one of his better halves of the postseason. Ariza on the drive. Wild shot, he puts it in. That was a difficult attempt. There's Ariza now with 7. Phillips and Fisher, a couple of veterans going at it. They've both been through a number of playoff wars. Phillips the drive out to Martin. Nobody near him, and Martin knocks it down. He's been hitting that on a consistent basis.
Well, you give credit to Phillips for making the play, and Kenyon Martin ready and confident in his ability to make that shot.
Gasol foul by Martin down the other end. 2 on Martin.
And good adjustment by George Karl involving Andrew Bynum in more pick-and-roll situations. So that's a harder cover for Bynum, trying to get up there, show, and then also recover back to Kenyon Martin.
Well, it was really by design. He did a good job of showing Phil Jackson and the Lakers are just willing to give that shot to Kenyon Martin.
He's shooting 51% in the series. Not all dunks either. Bryant against Jones. Bryant on the pull-up, drills it.
Tell you what, as a defender, you're Dante Jones, and Kobe Bryant makes that shot. You're thinking, uh-oh, that's the last thing you want to see.
And Kobe's only taken 6 shots. He's hit 5 of them. Dante Jones blocked by Bynum, but a foul, and that's 3 on Bynum.
You're talking about a guy that has the absolute package on the offensive end, the ability to score at will, dancing one-on-one. When he makes this shot, you can forget about being able to defend him. Call for help and call for it quick.
And I really think Andrew Bynum on that shot block attempt, there's no need to foul right there. Go up to block the shot. Pull your hands back and make Dante Jones finish over you. You are a big man. You've got long arms. Don't just bail him out and put him on the line.
Phil Jackson, though, keeping Bynum in with the 3 fouls. 2-point Denver lead. 3 minutes gone by here in the third. Then Game 6 will be Friday night in Denver. And then, if necessary, Game 7 back here at the Staples Center on Sunday night. Fisher, bad pass stolen by Nene. 7th Laker turnover. Jones, bad pass, but Anthony able to reel it in. Anthony has Gasol on him.
What a catch.
Martin again, the line drive shot. He has absolutely 0 arc on his shot, but it goes in.
But as a coaching staff, you have to be disciplined enough to say, hey, that's a shot we're going to live with. We're not going to allow him to get to the rim, and I totally agree with it.
Their lead back up to 5. Bryant trying to get Jones off him. And there's a foul. Bumped him a couple of times first as Jones picks up his second.
When you're playing against teams, there are certain things as a coaching staff that you have to be willing to give up. Kenyon Martin shooting a jump shot is one of those things. If he makes them, we'll go home and live to see another day.
He's 6 of 10 tonight for 12 points. Shot clock down to 5. Bryant double, gets it to Gasol. Extra pass, Ariza. Ariza has to put it up, trying to draw a foul, and they call a foul on Nene. That's going to be 4 on Nene, and Ariza will go to the free throw line. Tom Washington tells him to stop, knock it off. Ariza had the open look, passed it up, and then had to force it up because the shot clock was winding down.
Trevor Ariza actually turned down the first one. Good job of selling the shot. Little contact by Nene. I have to give credit to this officiating staff. Outstanding job of controlling the basketball game.
Without using unnecessary technical fouls. Right there, Tom Washington could have given Nene a technical foul because he was coming at him strong. I think that's great poise by Tom Washington just to walk away and let Ariza go to the line and shoot his free throws.
George Karl said he has talked to his team about all the technical fouls, and we have to stop hurting ourselves with that. Also said we got to stop fouling on difficult shots, and that was a difficult shot from Ariza, yet Nene with the foul. They already have 14 fouls with 7:58 remaining in the period. And Ariza, who had a rough game in Game 4 after being terrific in the previous one, he's got 9 points. Lakers back within 3. Denver has played well here at the Staples Center in this series. Jones the drive and a reach in by Fisher. 3 fouls on Fisher. Sign up now at nba.com/all-star tickets to be the first to know when tickets go on sale for the 2010 All-Star Game. That's the one being held at Cowboy Stadium in Dallas, Texas. You can be there in person to be a part of. It will be a record-breaking crowd on an historic day. NBA All-Star. It's bigger in Texas.
I was reading an article where they say Texas, where I live, is one of the biggest obese states. So it is bigger in Texas. I wonder why that is.
Well, you go to eat in restaurants and they serve you pretty big helpings.
You've done a good job of keeping it down, though.
Anderson, the offensive rebound. Anthony gets inside, draws the foul, and puts it in. Carmelo Anthony, pretty shot. And the Nuggets back up by 6.
Again, another free throw rebound. Good ball movement off the miss or off the rebound. And then again, Anthony has the ability to take a bump, contort off the body, and still finish shots. Remarkable body control by Anthony.
He's having a good all-around game. Not just 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for Anthony. And this is the largest lead of the game. A 7-point advantage for Denver.
I think if you're the Lakers right now, understand that you're shooting the rest of the way on fouls. You got to play with force. Big guys, and also Bryant, aggressive.
Bryant wants the ball. See Martin staying on that side, waiting to double team. And an offensive foul is called. I think it's on Bynum. Yep, and that's Bynum, his 4th personal. So he's going to come out. Lamar Odom, who played very well in the first half, will check in.
Well, free throw rebounds are just killers. No excuse for it. Good play by Chris Anderson to catch. And you've got the defense in a rotating situation. And there's Carmelo Anthony able to absorb the contact and finish the shot.
Shannon Brown in for the first time. He did not play in the first half. Again, Phil Jackson likes his matchup on Chauncey Billups. Ariza on Anthony. Anthony whips it over to Martin. Here's that line drive again. Way short. Billups offensive rebound. Anthony on the drive. Pull up. Triple team. Nice adjustment. Jones gets inside. Misfires. Jones almost tips it in before Gasol grabs the rebound. Lakers down by 7. Carmelo Anthony is now guarding Kobe Bryant. Dante Jones picking up some fouls. Shot blocked. Anderson. And that's 4 block shots for Anderson.
And it is difficult for a player to sit the whole half as Dante Jones palmed the ball. It's hard, Mark, I think, to sit the whole half and then be inserted in the second half. I give Shannon Brown a lot of credit for being ready to play.
Brown's just excited to be on the Lakers. Obtained from Charlotte back in February. First he wasn't in the rotation, but Phil Jackson loves his athleticism. Inside pass, Gasol. Trevor Ariza found his teammate. The Lakers back within 5.
Inside-outside attack. Once again, Pau Gasol making the right read with the pass.
He hasn't seen the ball a heck of a lot. Only 5 shot attempts. As George Karl wants timeout. And we're just about at the midway point here in the 3rd quarter. Pau Gasol just 6 points, but an important one right here, Mark.
They're going to need his scoring. And it's just about making plays. Trevor Ariza drives with force off of the assist. Delivers the pass again to Pau. Able to finish at the rim.
Gasol's only been averaging 10 shots a game. He said he'd like to get the ball more. They're going to try and do it here in the second half. Denver up 5 midway through the 3rd. Chauncey Billups, who's a big sports fan, a big fight fan, looked at the series in a unique way.
It's like you're in a boxing match and you winning most of the round, and you hear the referee tap on the canvas the last 10 to 12 seconds, and the boxer just go crazy and steal the round. We kind of feel like that's what happened to us, definitely in Game 1, and a little bit in Game 3 as well. So we feel like we've outplayed them for most of the biggest stretches of the series.
Denver, they really feel they're the better fighter.
He makes a good point, because I can remember as a youngster watching the great Sugar Ray Leonard fight the great Marvin Hagler. And actually, that's how he won the fight, stealing the last seconds of the round.
Lakers, perhaps doing that 1-3, as Billups said, but they have been impressive throughout the series, the Nuggets, especially here on the road. Shot blocked by Gasol. Odom, aggressive in the first half. Out to Brown. That's a three. Gasol trying to keep it alive. Anderson falls down. And a timeout call by Denver. I don't know if you want to waste a timeout there. They're going to have to use their 20.
You absolutely do not want to waste your 20 there. Take your chances on the jump ball. Well, defense is all about your bigs protecting the basket. Here, Pau Gasol, very good timing. Being able to block the shot with either hand. This time blocks it with the left hand. Great basket protection by the long and lean Pau Gasol.
Lakers always talking about Gasol and want him to be a star player every night. He's a very unselfish player. But they want him to look for his shot, want him to be a force defensively. Shot clock down to 7. Jones back up Anthony. Anthony on the drive, forces it up, shot misses, tipped in by Dante Jones. He has crashed the offensive boards. And Odom a little slow to get up.
In that situation, that's Kobe Bryant's responsibility to get to the body of Dante Jones and get the basketball.
Denver has 5 offensive rebounds here in this third quarter. Remember, they had 20 offensive boards in game 4.
And Denver's doing a lot more double teaming tonight as Bryant found Shannon Brown on the cut.
Kobe Bryant's 5th assist and a beauty as Brown gets his first field goal.
I think it's George Karl saying, hey, somebody else is going to beat us. It's not going to be number 24.
Anthony on the drive, blocked from behind by Ariza, tries to save it and goes diving over Celebrity Row. He's okay, bounces back up. He's already banged up with a hip and groin injury.
Believe it or not, this type of energy and effort is contagious. Trevor Ariza, good job of blocking the shot without the contact and then hustling after the basketball.
J.R. Smith in for Denver. Phillips trying to draw a foul and throws it away. Brown did a good job staying away. Now drives and throws it down over Anderson. One of those momentum-type plays gets the crowd fired up. Crowd's been a little laid back tonight. But not right now. Bad pass from Billups. Back-to-back turnovers. Kobe Bryant drives inside. Offensive foul. J.R. Smith drew the charge as Bryant picks up his 3rd.
This is how you get a Birdman in your poster. Pau Gasol leading the break. Shannon Brown, my goodness, meet me at the rim.
Ariza up on Anthony. Anthony drives, stumbles, and a travel. Just lost his footing. 3 straight turnovers for the Denver Nuggets. They're up to 14 for the game.
Kobe Bryant drives it by Anderson. Good rotation by J.R. Smith. Clearly there in time. Excellent call.
Bryant didn't like it, but Smith did get there, and he was above the restricted area. That Brown dunk got the crowd back into it. Odom for 3. Tie game. Lamar Odom coming up big for the Lakers. A 7-0 run. Brown trying to harass Billups. Shot clock at 4. Billups on the drive. Out to Martin. Martin's not going to get off in time. A 24-second violation. 4 straight possessions with a turnover.
And that was picture-perfect defense by Shannon Brown. Didn't take the bait. Chauncey Billups wanted him to lift and wanted to get to the free throw line.
And this is why you don't take that 20-second timeout. because you can't take another one now or you're going to be down one going into the fourth.
Bryant wants it. Bryant saying, get out of the way. I want some isolation. Ariza gets the pass. Ariza spinning. Shot clock at 4. Bryant, a long three. And Odom lost it out of bounds. Denver ball. We'll have a timeout. Lakers always say Lamar Odom's the X factor. He has helped out tonight.
Oh, he said, hey, I got to step up to the plate, and he certainly has done that. You're talking about making plays, rebounding, and knocking down shots.
The Hollywood types a little bit nervous tonight. Gary Payton's not nervous. Michael Rappaport in attendance. Big Laker fan. Zac Efron. Well, maybe they're not so nervous. The rest of the fans. Hugh Hefner's very nervous, obviously.
He and the Twins are real nervous right now.
Looks like he's really upset with the score. Meanwhile, the Laker defense very aggressive.
And you know what he's thinking when he looks at Trevor Ariza do this? He's saying, play, boy. That's getting it done. Trevor Ariza, defense.
Billups comes right back with a three.
But doesn't anybody else have a problem with Celebrity Row not trying to protect Trevor Ariza? You're trying to win it. They're bailing out of the way.
Ariza went flying over them. Meanwhile, Billups with a big shot. And this is what this Denver team has been this year. Bryant comes right back with a three to tie it again. The Nuggets are a team that sometimes came apart at the seams. Not this year, not this postseason. Every time a team has gone after them, they've responded. Lakers on a big run here in the third, but the Nuggets hanging in. Martin line drive. That won't go. Bryant the rebound.
So the same shot, but you're playing the numbers. Lakers are alert on the defensive end.
Lamar Odom the drive. Bank shot misses. He thought he got hit. And Billups will bring it up. Smith a long three. That won't go. And Odom high for the rebound. 7 boards for Odom. LA Lakers the best team in the West this year by 11 games over Denver. They always said anything shy of a championship would be a disappointment. Now in such a critical game 5 for them. Smith steals it, but then kicks it out of bounds. Good hustle from Smith.
Question, will it be called a kick or just out of bounds? One is 5 seconds left, one is 14.
On a kick ball, you reset the shot clock to 14. Let's see. No, he didn't kick it intentionally, so it should remain at 5. Right now, that's where it stands. Farmar comes in. Shannon Brown sits down. So Lakers have 5 to shoot. Odom dribbles it off his foot. Good defense from Martin. 10 turnovers for the Lakers. Nuggets have 15. Smith, nice pass. Anderson reverse. Odom may have gotten a piece of it. Smith comes out with it. Back out to Billups. Smith on the drive. Smith waits, sets. That's a 3. Back of the rim won't go. Odom another rebound. Quick outlet to Ariza. Lakers down by 7 early in the period. Bryant's pass deflected. And now the Nuggets will hold it for the final shot. Farmar on Billups. Billups on the drive. Looking. Back out to Smith. Down to 2 seconds. Smith for 3. Won't go. Gasol the rebound. The first quarter ended tied. Halftime it was tied. After 3 quarters, it's tied. Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, Carmelo Anthony and the Nuggets. It's game 5 of the Western Conference Finals, all tied up at 2 games apiece. Can the Lakers get the win and go up 3 games to 2? Can the Nuggets go back home with a 3-2 lead? Fourth quarter coming up from the Staples Center in Los Angeles.
Lamar Odom very often is the key. When he is playing this actively and aggressively, what changes?
Yeah, he's kind of like the X factor for us because he's got so many options that he can make plays, handle the ball like a guard at 6'10", and as you saw, he can shoot the three-pointer. We haven't had it this series yet.
Once again, the fourth quarter will be decisive. What will your message be to your guys?
Well, we've been tied at the quarter, tied at the half, and tied at three-quarters. So this one looks like it's going to go right down to the stretch. Play solid game, no turnovers, no silly passes. To get back and rebound the ball on shots. That's our big key.
Mike.
All right, Doris, he seems calm, but this is a huge moment right now. Pressure time here in Game 5. Odom inside, bank shot won't go. Anderson the rebound. Lakers certainly would be in trouble going back to Denver, down 3-2. And Denver would be in great shape if they can come away with a victory. Kenyon Martin drives, flips it up, shot won't go. Gasol the rebound.
I'll tell you what, Mike, and knowing that the Lakers can't afford to go down 3-2 going to Denver, Kobe Bryant is on the hot seat. He have to begin to make plays offensively, separating himself from everybody else on the floor.
Odom brings it back out. That was a terrific offensive rebound from Bryant after the miss. Bryant telling Gasol, go, attack. Gasol spinning, flips it up, shot. It rolls in, a nice soft touch. That's the first lead of the second half for the Lakers. Although the largest lead in the game is only 7, it's been close throughout. Martin, short. Odom, another rebound. Big game for Lamar Odom.
2 good looks by Kenyon Martin to start this quarter, just didn't knock him down.
Bryant seeing the double team, gets away. Odom's open, gets it over to Brown. Shot clock at 7. Smith pokes it away, out of bounds. Boy, this is a good defensive sequence, both individual and help-wise for Denver. As Nene comes in, there's only 1 left on the 24, so they've got to catch and shoot right away. Can't do much more than that. Walton to Bryant, hoist up the 3, and that's going to be a 24-second violation.
Mike, I think it's important for the Lakers to understand Kenyon Martin leaves the floor. You still have to continue to force Anderson and Nene to shoot shots. Blaze is the one big that will have to be defended on the perimeter.
It's Billups and J.R. Smith in the backcourt with Nene, Anderson, and Kleza out there for Denver. Billups, quick 3. Won't go. Rebound, Gasol in traffic, knocked out of his hands. Last touch by Anderson.
And here's my problem. If Allen Iverson takes that shot, that's a horrible shot. Chauncey Billups is an outstanding point guard, but at times will take bad shots.
The Nuggets as a team, they go for the home run often. That's what George Karl says they have to watch. Bryant to Odom. Odom, oh, throws it down, and a foul. And the Lakers have their largest lead of the game. And it's some extracurricular activity after the whistle.
We talk about Bryant making plays. It's not about scoring. It's about facilitating. Take the double team, dribble penetration, finding Odom. Excuse me, Birdman. Attacking, having fun. That's the Lamar Odom that Phil Jackson and the Lakers have been searching for.
The technical foul has been handed out. I think it's a double technical, which won't result in any shooting. It's Gasol and Anderson. They each get a technical, but you don't shoot.
And actually, Shannon Brown got away with one in that situation. He went to the body of Anderson after the dunk of Odom and shoved him.
And on that high pick and roll, particularly late, you can't leave the trap of Bryant until he passes, because he'll back dribble, and as your big man leaves, now he's attacking, and that's how he created the open shot and dunk for Lamar Odom.
13 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists for Odom. Also has 3 blocked shots.
And the question is, George Karl, where is Carmelo Anthony? You need a guy offensively to stop the bleeding.
5-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Largest lead of the game for the Lakers. And that Shannon Brown dunk really ignited the team and the fans. Offensive foul. Goes against Nene, pushing off. He's got 5. He's had at least 5 in every game in this series. Anthony's still on the bench for Denver. And a timeout called. Nene just got hit with a technical. Nuggets have had this problem before. Can't afford to give away any points. What a series it's been, alternating wins. Lakers jumped out, narrowly won game 1 thanks to Kobe's 40. But Denver, what a performance from Carmelo Anthony. 34 in game 2 to tie the series. Off they go to Denver. And the game, the man they call the closer. So many big shots down the stretch to take the lead. Trevor Ariza, another big steal. Lakers go up 2-1. But the Nuggets bounce back. They fought back all season long. And in game 4, they dominated. The bench was superb. Crashed the boards and had a huge victory to even the series at 2 games apiece. And now here in game 5, it's been tied after each period. Well, the Lakers jump out to a quick start. Our GMC game track shows them up 5-0 here in the 4th. Kobe Bryant hasn't had to score big because he has received an awful lot of help. Lamar Odom has been superb, although Bryant will go to the line right now to shoot a technical. Nene, arguing with that last call, picked up the technical.
And he deserved it. Tom Washington called the offensive foul as Bryant misses. He walked away. Nene followed him, kept going at him. You got to learn to control yourself. It's not about you right now. It's about your team. And sometimes you just have to take what you consider to be a bad call and walk away.
He's lucky that they missed the free throw again. So many of these games can come down to 1 point with a strategy depending on how many you're down in the stretch of the game in the final minute. Odom, quick shot, drops it in. Lamar Odom, 16 points. And a 7-point lead for the Lakers. This is their largest lead.
Every time Kobe Bryant gets into a pick-and-roll situation, he forces the Denver defense to rotate. Good result.
Phillips spinning. Out to Anthony. Good wide-open 3. Off the mark. And Odom with his 10th rebound. A hit to Bryant. Bryant trying to draw the foul. They let it go. Bryant to the basket. Hard foul by Anthony. Bryant a little shaken up, and he'll go to the line for 2. Anthony, his buddy, goes over to check on him. And those two became very close this summer, playing for Team USA in Beijing. Even Bryant said he was the closest to Anthony than anyone on the team. Wow, that's a hard foul. Crowd wanted a flagrant. They just saw it on the replay. That's pretty close.
You know what I love about Bryant? Because that, throughout the whole playoffs, that would be a flagrant foul. But there's no, like, running back at Carmelo Anthony. He understands what's on the line here.
Absolutely. When you recognize his statements before the game, this is playoff basketball. He said, I think this is pretty cool.
And you know what? A great athlete. He took a blow like that and didn't even go to the ground.
9 straight points to start this 4th. You see the 21-5 run. Again, ever since that Shannon Brown dunk, Lakers have come alive. Anthony, tough shot, won't go. Rebound tipped and taken by who else? Lamar Odom.
And Denver's gone to a small unit with Kleza at 4.
3.5 gone by here in the 4th. 8 on the shot clock. Gasol kicks it out. Bryant on the drive. Shannon Brown. Brown with 2 on the shot clock. Has to put it up. Launches the jumper. And he puts it in as the shot clock expires. 11 straight points to start the 4th. J.R. Smith. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Lakers.
How about rewarding your coach's trust in you? Shannon Brown, dribble penetration, clock dwindling down. Knocks down the J over the contested hand of Carmelo Anthony. Excellent minutes from Brown.
Anthony posting up Walton. On the drive, goes right at Gasol and draws the foul. The strength of Carmelo Anthony. Now Denver led by 7. Late in the 3rd, it was 71-64. When Shannon Brown, off the steal down the other end, came down and slammed it over Anderson. That got the crowd, who were pretty tentative for a lot of the game, fired up. And the Lakers have gone on a strong run to end the third and to start the fourth.
And I'm sure there's people watching the game when Shannon Brown comes into the ball game going, what are you doing? Why are you putting them into this situation? Because I'm sitting here thinking the same thing. But step up and make plays. Give them credit. Ready, and has made a difference.
Shannon Brown playing for his fourth NBA team in just 3 years. Started with Cleveland, brief stint Chicago, then Charlotte, and acquired really for salary cap purposes back in February when they traded Vladimir Radmanovich to Charlotte. But he quickly endeared himself to the coaching staff and became a very important part of their rotation.
And they're going basically strictly pick and roll and then playing out of the pick and roll.
Nuggets finally score in the fourth. Took them over 4 minutes. Gasol, quick shot, dumps it in. He hasn't shot the ball much, but he's 5 of 7.
Really using the pick and roll as a weapon to get better post position and put guys in position to score.
J.R. Smith drives, poked out to Klaiser. Klaiser for three. That's good. Linus Klaiser with a clutch shot. And boy, do the Nuggets need that.
Both teams are just going to play pick and roll basketball. Denver's going to spread the floor and try to get back into it with a three-point shot.
Denver had missed 11 in a row before Klaiser knocked it down. Gasol draws the foul on Anderson. That's his fourth.
It was good play by J.R. Smith. Comes off, attacks Pau Gasol, crosses back over, gets in the lane. Klaiser with the easy spot-up corner three.
And one thing, Coach, you got to give Kobe Bryant credit because a lot of guys will say, hey, I have to have an impact on this ball game. Well, your way of having an impact in this game is to force them to trap you and trust the guys on the floor.
He's making the first pass out of the double team without overhandling the ball, and it's allowing him to play with rhythm and exploit Gasol inside.
See Kobe Bryant talking to Brown. Brown only played the last 18 games after the trade with this team, so in some ways he's still learning the triangle offense, still learning about his teammates. But boy, he's made a huge impression and a huge impact in the playoffs. 5 minutes gone by, fourth quarter, Lakers by 10. Denver bounces back every time they face some adversity. And they do it here. Anthony trying to draw the foul. Gasol may have gotten a piece of it. They count that as his fourth block of the game. Walton. And Smith runs into Gasol. That's the 14th foul already for Denver. First on Smith. Lakers will take it out of bounds.
As you see Kobe Bryant running the pick and roll, directing traffic.
And a timeout call by Phil Jackson. Standing ovation for the Lakers. A big turnaround. They trail by 7 in the third. Now lead by 10. Some unexpected contributions, Mark Jackson.
Well, I tell you what, this is one Brown that's no buster. Time and time again, making plays. Call on me, Coach. I'm ready. Big plays by Shannon Brown.
Buster Brown. 6:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Lakers with a big fourth, outscoring them 15-5. They lead by 10. Kobe Bryant has only taken 10 shots, yet his team up double figures. That's part of our Coors Light Cold Hard Look presented by ESPN Access.
Well, sometimes playing out of double teams is an offense unto itself. Here, Bryant at the three-point line, trapped. It's about poise, and it's about putting the first pass out of the double team on target. Here, Bryant, poise, finds a cutting Shannon Brown. And then it gets the pick and roll. It's not just the pick and roll. It's playing out of the pick and roll. Takes the trap on time, on target to Gasol. They move it, and then a well-timed duck in to Lamar Odom. 4 passes, search it out. Good pick and roll offense.
Bryant didn't have the assist on that play, but he has 7 assists in the game. Walton alley-oop, nicely defended by Anthony, knocked away by Nene. Good defense from Carmelo Anthony. Smith stops, nearly stolen. Klaiser, hard drive to the basket, and he banks it in. Klaiser's had a couple of key buckets to keep Denver within striking distance.
I think if you're the Lakers, don't make any adjustments. That's a good play, defensive play by Melo. A wide-open Pau Gasol was underneath.
Gasol to Odom. Odom to Walton. Walton inside, misses the layup.
And I don't think they should be rotating all the way to Gasol. Make him make that shot.
Klaiser out to Phillips. Phillips fakes the three. Had an open look. Klaiser steps back and comes up short. Just past the midway point, fourth quarter of Game 5. Lakers trying to take a 3-2 lead in the series. Bryant dribbled it off Gasol inadvertently. Ball knocked loose and picked up by Denver. Nene, dangerous pass. Walton nearly stole. Glazer, nice feed. Nene, layup, missed it, and Odom the rebound. He took kind of a wild shot after a pretty pass.
You got to go stronger than that. Dunk the ball.
Coming up on 5 minutes remaining. Despite the big run by the Lakers, Denver still very much in this one. Smith pokes it away. Players diving on the floor. Odom has it, and Odom calls timeout.
And great non-call on the loose ball by Monty McCutcheon.
Nobody had possession, so it was tough to call one there. Officials letting them play.
And talk about great. How about Lamar Odom all night long? You want to win playoff games, sacrifice your body.
Gentlemen, just quick, you had 7 minutes, 6 minutes here. Get back and control your emotions. Get back and passing the ball to each other and defend it. You're fine. Let's go.
That's the way they've been all season. They've had some ups and downs, obviously, but a 54-win season, tied for the best in franchise history. Made the conference finals for just the 3rd time in franchise history. They've never been to an NBA Finals. And every time in the playoffs that they've lost a game, they've bounced back in a big way. Obviously, they won Game 4, but facing a big Laker run right now. We'll see how they respond. Odom looks to inbound. Shot clock at 3. Kobe Bryant pulls up. That's a 2. Off the back of the rim. Plays at a rebound. And here comes Billups. Plays on the drive. No hesitation from Plays is so aggressive as Odom draws the foul. That's 2 on Odom, 2 on the Lakers.
And this is a dangerous Nugget offensive team. Not nearly the rebounding team when they're playing 2 big guys, but they spread it out with 4 3-point shooters, and they have Nene setting picks on the ball. The Lakers are going to have to continue to score to win.
We call that obviously in the act of shooting as Glazer hits the first free throw.
Well, it was the right call on the dribble penetration, was going in for the layup. But you're right, Coach. This Nuggets team on the floor puts so much pressure on the Lakers to rotate and to get to bodies.
Glazer has the last 7 Denver points. Under 5 minutes remaining, 6-point game. Smith has done a pretty good job on Bryant. Strips him of the ball. Here's Billups. Brown runs back. Billups back to Anthony for the slam. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point game.
And I like the adjustment made by George Karl. Force J.R. Smith to get back to the body of Kobe Bryant so you're not in full rotation.
How about J.R. Smith helping out the team besides scoring? Big defensive play there. Gasol against Nene. Nene has 5 fouls. Gasol runs into him, blocking foul, and he's done. He's fouled out for the 3rd time in this series. And that's one of those close ones, boy. George Karl going to go without Nene for the last 4:02. That's a difficult angle to tell on. That's a very close play. Did you guys agree?
Well, if I'm Nene, I can't be satisfied with me fouling out on this play. That's moving the feet. Certainly how Gasol hits him in the middle of his body. That's a good job of not settling defensively. Looks like an offensive foul to me on Gasol.
So Gasol with the free throws. Shannon Brown will go sit down. Derek Fisher's in, and he should get a huge ovation. Terrific job off the bench. 6 points in 14 minutes. Had that thunderous dunk that ignited his team in the crowd.
And I like that Jordan Farmar was one of the first ones to greet him. A guy he's competing with to get minutes.
Under 4 to play. 6-point game. Such a critical game for the Lakers, not wanting to go to Denver down 3-2. Anthony inside, stripped by Fisher, and a foul. Derek Fisher picks up the personal. Anthony will go to the line. That's 5 on Fisher.
And if you're the Lakers, this is a set play that's right up your alley. High pick and roll with Clays and Melo. That should be a switch. You should be able to contain them, but Carmelo Anthony too good offensively, putting pressure on the Lakers defenders.
You see his free throw shooting in this game, 9 for 10. Knocks down the first. Tomorrow on TNT, Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Back in Cleveland, Orlando up 3-1 in that series. Coverage begins at 8. Friday will be in Denver. Our coverage starts at 8 Eastern, and then tip-off shortly after 9. Game 6. Will it be Lakers 3-2 or the Nuggets with the advantage as Anthony knocks down a pair?
One thing I look for on the offensive end, if I was the Lakers, Lamar Odom has to be defended by Carmelo Anthony. If you're Lamar Odom, concentrate on attacking the offensive board.
Gasol to Ariza. Ariza banks it in and a foul. Beautiful pass from Gasol and a chance for a three-point play.
Great offense, horrible defense. This is the 4th time Ariza's entered the ball to the post and cut and either scored or assisted on a basket. So you have to know who you're guarding. Right there, you have to adjust from what's happened in the first half. Great finish by Ariza. Denver's going to kick itself on that possession.
4th assist for Gasol. 12 points for Ariza.
I like the job by Phil Jackson, going away from the pick and roll and running his offense through post-up with Gasol.
Lakers by 7 with 3.5 to play. Ariza pokes it away. He's made so many big plays in this series. Anthony drives on him right at Gasol. Blocked by Gasol. His 5th block of the game. Bryant drives, knocked out of his hands. And it's still Laker ball with 17 on the clock. He obviously felt he was fouled.
This is how you use your size. Once again, Pau Gasol straight up, no contact, outstanding job once again of officiating and not bailing out Carmelo Anthony.
Gasol gets it. Ariza to Gasol, drives, kicks it back out. Fisher fakes the 3. Resets. And a hold on Billups on the entry pass. And the Nuggets in the penalty. That's 4 on Billups, and Odom will shoot 2 free throws. Lamar Odom, 3 of 4 from the line. He has been huge tonight for the Lakers. Odom gathering himself.
That's actually the first time in a long time Derek Fisher turned it down a shot. Had a wide open look. Turned it down. You're Fisher, that's what you live for.
We asked Odom before the game tonight to evaluate his play in the series. He says, I've played poorly. No excuses. Forget about the back. I just have to play better for my team. Boy, is he tonight. Although he misses that. He's got 16 points, 12 boards, 3 assists, and 3 blocks.
And that accountability reminds me of David Ortiz, Big Poppy. When asked about his poor play this year, he said, just right, Poppy stinks. No, but I love it when guys just cut right to it. And that's what Lamar Odom said before the game as well.
This is both free throws. With 3 minutes remaining, Laker lead remains 7. Smith to Billups. Billups to drive. Billups kicks it back out. Dangerous pass. Now Smith. Nice feed to Martin. Blocked by Odom. His 4th block of the game. Big defensive plays for the Lakers. Odom wasn't looking, but still able to get the pass. Gasol. Blocked by Martin. Nice defensive play from Kenyon Martin.
They have to put Kenyon Martin as the screener.
Anthony deep in the post. Ball swatted away. Boy, they are letting him play. No question about it. As Anthony lost the handle.
I love it. This is well-officiated playoff basketball. You're not going to get something cheap. Go strong or don't go at all. Lamar Odom. He didn't block it. The basket did.
Guys, thanks. Part of the analysis will be the terrific play of Lamar Odom. As you see right now, each team with multiple timeouts. Lakers do have a foul to give with 2:24 remaining. Nuggets have 16 to shoot. Billups quickly comes out. Billups puts it up. Three-pointer will short. Gasol, nice save.
Lakers actually got away. That's a set play that the Nuggets have been successful running in this postseason.
No one scored for about a minute and a half, but still a 7-point Laker lead. Bryant double team. Caught in the corner, gets it to Gasol. Shot clock at 4. Pass back, stolen by Billups. Billups back to Smith. Good open look for 3. Back to the rim, won't go. Odom tracks down his 13th rebound.
And look at Kobe Bryant, says to Pau Gasol, forget a pick and roll, get on the block and make a play. That's being a leader.
Nuggets need another stop. Fisher takes the 3. That's a 2-pointer. Way off the mark. Plays of the rebound. Nuggets with another opportunity. Anthony to the basket. Flips it up and in. Beautiful move from Carmelo Anthony. They were 3 for their last 21 from the field. Prior to that, knocked down by Anthony.
And a lot of them were good looks.
Lakers taking time off the clock. Gasol, back out Fisher. Up top, Bryant. Bryant left open. Inside pass to Odom. He puts it in and a foul. What a pass from Bryant. His 8th assist of the game. He was wide open for 3, but found a better shot for a teammate.
Inside, outside attack. Pau Gasol delivering the ball, the extra pass. Everybody in the building thinks that Bryant is lifting for 3. Recognizes Lamar Odom all by himself. Spectacular pass, on point, finish, and the contact.
And puts it back to 7 with 1:02 remaining.
I tell you what, if I'm Derek Fisher, I want to run the same thing because they are double teaming off of him, and he's a guy that can step into a dagger jump shot.
99-91, just under a minute remaining. Phillips to Klaiser. Klaiser will drive. Klaiser to the basket. Too strong. Odom the rebound. Lamar Odom does it again. 19 points, 14 rebounds, 4 block shots. Bryant to the basket. Hammered. And the Lakers on the verge of reclaiming the lead in this series.
Well, everyone left Bryant for some reason. Bryant, good job of seeing the floor as he was lifting to shoot. Odom all night has positioned himself right under the basket to catch and score.
And the great thing about the job that Lamar Odom has done so far tonight, there are some coaches that would say, hey, we got the one game out of the guy. No, these are things that Lamar Odom does on a nightly basis. He was not out of character tonight. This is what's expected of Lamar Odom, not only from the Lakers or the coaching staff, but most importantly from himself.
Odom averaging just 7.5 points a game in the series, shooting just 34%. And the Lakers up by 10 with 43.1 remaining. This crowd ready to celebrate. They were out-muscled in Game 4, but the big men, especially Gasol and Odom, doing the job here in the second half. So they need to go for the 3 right away.
Yeah, it's got to be the 3 ball and then pressure up the floor and hope to knock the ball away a couple times.
Anthony. He instead drives, is tripped up. That's not what the Lakers want. I don't think they'll call that a continuation, as Ariza bumped him. Well, they do score the basket. So count it a chance for a 3-point play.
And I agree with Phil Jackson's irritation right there with Trevor Ariza. They had a foul to give. So if you're going to take the foul, take it early.
And the correct call in scoring the basket. Never put the ball back down on the floor. Finish the play.
And I was wrong on an earlier continuation play about Kobe Bryant. Referees looked at it and said it was the right call.
A quick foul. Now they have to hope that the Lakers miss free throws. Lakers miss free throws, it'll open the door. But all LA has to do is knock them down to seal this victory.
Thank you, by the way, for taking me down that alley with you, because I said you were 100% correct.
Well, you were just a good player. You followed the lead, even when it took you into trouble.
Fisher had a good quick start. He has 10 points for the game as he knocks down the free throw. See Billups coming flying in after. If you're outside there, you can come in on the release of the free throw. That's Fisher's first points of the second half. One of his other point guards, Shannon Brown, playing big in the second half.
And your Lakers understand it's no timeout. The Nuggets are going to push the basketball. You don't want them to step in rhythm for a three.
Phillips brings it up and drives, looking to get it outside to somebody. He's got Smith. Smith launches a straight on three. Shot won't go. Gasol the finish with the rebound. And that will do it. The Lakers have bounced back from a 19-point beating in Denver in Game 4, where Kobe Bryant said they got whooped. Said they got whooped on the boards, whooped off the ball. They played harder, played better. Tonight it was the Lakers' turn to respond. Bryant trying to draw the foul. And the LA Lakers have taken a 3-2 lead in this series as it heads back to Denver. Kobe Bryant had a lot of help and is acknowledging that right now. No one came up bigger than Lamar Odom, who had struggled in this series, wouldn't use his bad back as an excuse, but performed brilliantly here tonight with 19 points, 14 rebounds, 4 block shots, and 3 assists. Odom did it all. And Carmelo Anthony and the Nuggets will try now go back home and win Game 6 to keep their hopes alive. Kobe Bryant's team did a great job, and he's with Doris Burke.
It's got to be a Kobe Bryant who's happy to see the Lamar Odom you have come to know and love. When he is playing at the level he's played at tonight, what changes?
Well, it brings us such a punch off the bench. And, when he's being aggressive, and he's getting after and he's active, we're a different ball club.
You got major contributions across the board. 5 double-digit scores. Bynum had 9. Shannon Brown had arguably the biggest play of the game with a dunk that changed momentum. What changes about your approach, Kobe, when you get that kind of support?
Well, it was a big gamble for me coming in, but I wanted to kind of change my approach this game and be more of a decoy. I felt like the past couple games have been really loading over to my side. And I wanted to make a conscious effort to try to be a decoy and open up some opportunities for my teammates. It's risky to change it right now, but it worked well for us.
You're the most dangerous decoy in the NBA, I think, right now. Listen, you termed it a whooping the last time you were in Denver. How do you make sure that doesn't happen?
Well, you just got to come ready to play. A lot of mistakes that took place were, executional things. And then to compound things, we didn't give the effort on the defensive glass that we need to give, especially in Denver. And we'll be ready to go.
Kobe, thank you. Mike.